The sun was just setting when I pulled into my driveway tired from a long day of signing closing documents and meeting with contractors. It had been a long journey, but I had finally closed on the 4-unit property on Elmwood Drive, a neighborhood I'd grown up near but never imagined I'd one day partially own. One of the tenants had just moved out, so I was planning to renovate and eventually move in myself. What I didn't expect was to be greeted by the self-proclaimed queen of the neighborhood, the HOA President, Mrs. Constance Hardwick. She stormed I over the moment she saw my truck, clipboard in hand, her heels clicking on the pavement like a judge about to render a harsh sentence. Before I could even greet her, she launched into a tirade. "You can't park here, and that gate, why is it shut? This is an HOA regulated neighborhood, and you need permission to make changes." Her tone was sharp, accusatory, and utterly devoid of curiosity. I stayed calm. "I just bought the property, ma'am. I'm the new landlord here. The gate is on private property, and I'm securing it for renovations." But she wasn't hearing it. "You what? That's impossible. I would have known if someone was buying property here. I am the HOA president." Trying not to laugh, I walked toward the gate. She followed, yelling about bylaws and citations. I politely told her I had already spoken with the city and had all necessary permits. When she tried to step onto the property, I calmly pulled the gate closed and latched it right in her face. That's when she really lost it. She screamed something about trespassing, whipped out her phone, and called the police. 15 minutes later, 2 officers arrived. I calmly presented my ID deed and my permits. The officers asked her to calm down, and one even quietly apologized to me. "We get calls from her weekly," he whispered. "She thinks she runs the city." Realizing she had no power here, she tried to save face. "Well, we'll see about your renovations. Don't expect special treatment just because you own property." I smiled. "Of course not, Mrs. Hardwick, but next time maybe ring the bell before entering someone else's land. Oh, and by the way, your lease renewal's coming up. I'd be happy to discuss it next week." Her face went white. She didn't know she was a tenant in my building now. That shut the gate on her power trip.